Good morning. So here is a nice strong flow to get your blood rate, heart rate rather, moving and your blood pumping around your body and maybe get your breath going a little faster. So strong on the legs. If you need to take a break, listen to your body and do what feels right. So we begin in child's pose. Come to the back of the mat, toes to the back, backside to heels. Reach your arms out, forehead to the mat. Allow your back to soften and relax. Let your body relax. With each out breath, allow the muscles to fall away from the bones. Arrive into the space. Give yourself permission for this time to focus on your breath and your body. If you find yourself being distracted by sounds or thoughts, just come back to your body and this session. Take 3 lovely in-breaths, releasing through the mouth, inhaling through the nostrils. Now spread your fingers, press your palms down into the mat. Inhale, rise up onto your hands and knees. Draw your wrists under your shoulders, knees under hips. Cow and cat 3 times. With your inhale, forehead and tail to the sky. Exhale, round your back, belly button to spine. Inhale into cow pose. Exhale to cat. One more time in each direction. And with your next in-breath, come to a neutral spine. Walk your hands forward, hands length. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up to the sky and reach your heels towards the back of the mat, looking to your knees. Press the floor away with the heels of your hands, the knuckles of your hands, and your fingertips. Reach your chest towards your thighs, and then roll your armpits in towards each other. Now take a moment walking on the spot. Nice and slow. And get that lovely stretch in the back of your legs. And then both feet still once again. And take a lovely long stretch in the front body. Squeeze your glutes together, suck your belly button into your spine. Then slowly look at the space between your hands and walk there. Take your time, get yourself to the top of your mat, maybe about a foot's length away from the top of your mat. Bend your knees, relax your arms, let your head drop. If it's okay on your back, point your tail down and rise up slowly, allowing your spine to unroll. If your back's not happy with that, get yourself up to standing in the way that works for you. Let your shoulders be soft. And then inhale, take a nice big stretch, palms together. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a moment here, big toes together, heels slightly separate. Draw your tail down and reach your crown up so your spine's as straight as you can make it. Thumbs at your heart space, drop your chin and feel the length in your spine. Squeeze your glutes together. So we'll begin a little warm up. So with your next in-breath, scoop your arms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, draw your hands towards your body, shoot your backside out. Exhale into a forward bend. Inhale, slide your hands up to just below your knees for gazing pose. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward into your forward bend. You can have soft knees if that feels better. Plant your hands and step back one leg at a time into a high plank. Lift your hips just a little bit so that your hips and your shoulders are roughly even. Suck your belly button to your spine. Squeeze your glutes. Drop your knees, relax your feet. Elbows towards your body, lower down, half plank. So you're trying to get your belly, chest, and nose to touch at the same time. Tuck your elbows into your body and then reach them towards your waistline. Press your belly button down. Inhale and rise up for low cobra. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Press your hands, inhale, rise up once again. Toes tucked under, hips to the sky, and then heels to the back of the mat. Look at the space between your hands and make your way there again. Soft knees, rise to standing in the way that works for you. Nice big in-breath. Exhale, hands to your heart. And repeat. Inhale, scoop your hands up, arms slightly behind your ears. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, slide your hands up the front of your legs to gazing pose. Look towards your ankles. Exhale, fold forward. Take a big step back, left foot this time, to high plank. And either drop your knees first or lower down in one straight plane. Relax your feet. Press your belly button down. Inhale, draw your elbows towards your waistline and look forward. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes under. Inhale onto your hands and knees. Exhale to downward facing dog. Now you can either walk to the top of the mat or bring your feet together. Raise your right leg. Swing your foot forward. And then take your left leg with you. Make your way to standing with a nice big in-breath. Exhale, hands to your heart. 2 more times. Scoop your hands up. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to gazing pose. Exhale, fold. Nice big step back, right foot. Rise to a plank. Knees first or one straight plane. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, downward facing dog. And once again, either walking forward or bring the big toes to touch. Raise your left leg this time. Swing the foot forward. Right foot to join. Inhale to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last time. Scoop your hands up, in breath. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to gazing pose. Lovely flat back, straight arms and legs. Exhale, fold forward. And so now you can either step back or jump back to high plank, but with bent elbows. Then rise up. Make your way down to the mat, knees first, or one straight plane. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to lower. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. And you can either walk to the top, swing one leg at a time, or look at the space between your thumbs. Bend your knees, bring your backside towards your heels, and float or jump to the top. Make your way to standing. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Drop your chin. And take a moment to feel your heart rate, your breath. Notice the effects of your practice. Okay, and scoop your hands up. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to gazing pose. And exhale, fold. This time, take a big step back with your left foot. Drop the left knee. If you need a cushion under your knee, help yourself. Otherwise, bring your backside to your heels. Your forehead to your shin. That's where you're aiming. Curl your toes of the right foot towards the back of your head. Inhale, reach forward. Crown to the sky, shoulders down and back. Exhale, contract. Lovely stretch in the back of your right knee. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Last time, forward. Palms flat to the mat. Lift your hips and step into a downward facing dog. And so from here, you can either swing one leg at a time, walk, or take a big hop to the top. Make your way to standing on your in-breath. Exhale, hands to your heart. Once again, inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to gazing pose. Exhale, fold. Now we step the right foot back on your in-breath. Drop your knee, exhale. Inhale, crown to the sky. Exhale, backside to heels. Toes to the back of your head. Inhale, forward. Shoulder blades drawing down your spine. Exhale, contract. Take a couple more in your own time. And after your next in-breath, plant your palms, lift your hips, step back into a downward facing dog. Make your way to the top of the mat in whatever way works. Rise to standing as you inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, take a moment. Notice your breath. So now, considering us warmed up, inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to gazing pose. Exhale, fold. Take a big step back with your left foot and rise up to a high lunge. We'll take a moment to get this steady. So if you're feeling wobbly, walk your right foot slightly to the right, possibly. Draw your tail underneath your crown as much as you can, belly button to spine, so you're really creating strength in the core. So now we begin with a power element. So I'd like you to bend your left knee and then press up. And bend and press up. We'll do 4 more. Work with your breath. Lovely. Return to your lunge. Drop your hands down and hop your left foot towards the center as though there was an imaginary line in the middle of your mat. Lift your hips. We'll swing your right foot back to 3-legged dog. So you take it all the way up to the ceiling and then square your hips. So make sure you feel nice and comfortable here in your 3-legged dog. And then we'll look towards the knee, press the floor away, and now tap your right heel up to the sky 6 times. So you tap it up fairly quickly, and you'll really start to feel your right glute fire. After about 6, you can drop the foot down and make your way to the top of the mat. But don't rise to standing. Big toes touching, heels slightly separate. Drop your tail for chair pose. Inhale, swing your arms up. Now, if it helps, you could bring your hands together like you're holding an imaginary pistol. And we'll raise the heels 6 times. So lean forward, lift your heels. Try and keep your body steady. 2 more. Don't worry if you're wobbling, if it's your first time. Exhale, forward bend. And then rise to standing. Good. Okay, same thing the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to gazing pose. Exhale, fold. Big step back, right foot this time. I need to wiggle my left foot forward. Make any adjustments you need to so that you can rise up to a comfortable high lunge. Reach your back heel back a bit. Tail under crown. So now we drop and rise. You don't need to touch your knee all the way to the floor. You're just lowering your hip to be more level with your knee. 3 more. Lovely. Good. Finishing a high lunge. Drop your hands down. Hop your right foot to the center line this time. And prepare for a 3-legged dog. Shoot your left foot back. Keep your hips even. Chest to thighs slightly. Elbows towards each other. So you roll them towards each other. Then tap with your left heel. Just tap it out. Don't worry about counting. Just tapping it. It's plenty. Get the glute firing. And then drop the foot. Woo. Make your way to the top of the mat. Just hang a soft forward fold. Big toes touching. Prepare for chair pose. Inhale, swing your arms up. Take a pistol mantra, if you like. Mudra, sorry. And then lean into your toes, lift your heels, and repeat that. And then exhale, forward fold. And inhale, rise up, hands to your heart. Good, we're going to do those one more time each side. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to gazing pose. And exhale, fold. Big step back, left foot for a high lunge on the right. Inhale, rise up. And then dip. Use your breath. About 6 of those. Drop your hands. Hop your left foot to the center. Swing up into a 3-legged dog. Then tap your right heel up to the ceiling. Keep your hips even. If you open your hip, you won't get the strength benefit. Drop the foot down. Make your way to the top of the mat. Big toes touching, heels slightly separate. Swing your arms up, you know what's coming. So this is actually called a yoni mudra, not a pistol mudra, in case you were curious. Lift your heels. It's a power mudra. Use your breath. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, one more time. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale to gazing pose. Exhale, fold. Take a big step back with your right foot for your high lunge. Get yourself comfy. You don't have to arrive beautifully. You can shuffle into place. Then drop the back knee. If any of this is bringing you any discomfort in joints, then leave it. If you can feel your muscles burning, keep going. One more. Brilliant. Drop your hands down. Step your right foot to the center. Lift your hips. 3-legged dog. Now, if you've still got it in you, tap your heel towards the ceiling. I'm sure you do. Just a few more times. Drop the foot down. Look at the space between your hands and your knees. Step forward. Last time with this chair pose. Heels separate. Sweep your arms up. And take your hands together. Raise your heels. And drop them down, forward fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a moment. Whew. Notice the effects of your practice on your heart rate, your breath, on the muscles. We'll take a moment, just let it return to normal. Have a sip of water if you need to. Just a little sip. Okay, ready? Let's go. Inhale, you know this bit. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to gazing pose. Exhale, fold forward. Big step back, left foot, high lunge. Inhale, rise up. This time, open out to warrior two. So pivot on that back foot until the heel finds the floor. And reach your arms out. Then look over your right hand. Tail under crown. Bring both hands to your hips. Straighten the front leg and pivot your back foot. Your heels should be level with each other as though you were standing on a line. Toes slightly forward. Now lift your heels or swivel your heels so that they're in. Bend your knees over your ankles. Aiming for knees right over ankles here. Take your arms out to the side, bend your elbows. One of my favorites. It's got many names, but I like the name Goddess pose for this. So we inhale to star pose, Tadasana. Exhale to Goddess. Take it slowly. You can overdo it on the thighs at this point, so I urge you to go slow. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And you're really working the biceps at the same time. Last time. And exhale. Brilliant. Now spin your hands around, drop to your hips. One heel at a time. Try and keep your torso fairly steady. Start to feel the blood pumping in your calves, your shins. Brilliant. Your thighs maybe talking to you right now. Brilliant. Ease there, stop there. Arms out to the side and return to Tadasana. Then bring your hands to your hips. And we'll swivel again into your high lunge. Drop the back knee, hands to the sky. Okay, one-legged balance pose alert. So we take warrior three. Bring your hands to your hips and possibly hop your back foot forward a smidgen, technical word. Start to take your weight forward and lean into that front foot. Lift your back heel. So wherever your warrior is, whether you're at an angle or whether you're parallel to the floor, doesn't really matter. It's all building strength. Now bring your arms alongside your body, or alongside your head, and tap your back heel. Tap it up to the sky. You'll feel both glutes firing like mad. One more. Bend your front knee, bring your hands to the floor. Walk your hands towards your shin and reach your leg up as high as it'll go, but keep your hips square. So we're not opening, we're keeping it closed. Then tap once again. Just a few more and drop the foot. Amazing. Bend your knees. Make your way to standing. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart. Did that brilliantly. Same on the other side. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to gazing pose. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Big step back, right foot ready for high lunge. Inhale up. I'll turn my back on you now. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Tail under crown, shoulders stacked over hips. Straighten your front leg. Swivel the left foot, so you're pigeon-toed. Hands to your hips. Then one heel at a time towards each other, toes turned out. Knees bent, arms out, elbows bent. Inhale to star pose. Exhale to goddess. Inhale and release. Let's do 4 more. Take it slowly. 2 more. And last one. If your knees are creaking like mad, that's okay. As long as they don't hurt, that's the key thing. Bend your knees and then one heel at a time. Try and keep your torso fairly stable. Keep this in your legs. Really feeling the strength building now. Marvelous. Okay, drop both heels. Inhale to star pose. Bring your hands to your hips. Swivel to the top of the mat. Walk your left foot maybe slightly to the left. And return to your high lunge. Then bring your hands to your hips. Take a little hop forward with the back foot, ready for your warrior three. And make your way there. Keeping your hips square. Reach your arms alongside your head if you can, and then tap your back heel up. Keep your hips square. Woo. Now bend your front knee, drop your hands, walk them towards your left shin, raise your right leg as high as it'll go without opening. So keep the hips closed, and then tap once again. And my guess is that you're feeling both glutes firing right now. Depends on which leg is stronger generally. Drop the foot. Inhale, make your way to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Marvelous. Now, nice big in-breath. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees. Lower your backside towards the floor. And then we'll make our way onto the floor, just slowly, a little bit at a time, for a little bit of core work, which I know you all love, so that's why I've included it. Feet hip width. So we'll aim to work the whole of the abdomen here. Bring your hands by your sides. Palms down. Before we go, just take a minute here. Feels nice. Okay. So, reaching from side to side, just above your ankle. So you're just reaching gently. Just tap, tap. It's in your own time with your own breath. So you start to really feel the muscles firing. In this case, it's the obliques. Muscles at the side. Brilliant. Let's do 6 more each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay with me. 5, 6. Brilliant. Lower down. Slowly. Just rest your hands on your abdomen for a moment. Take a few breaths. Bring your knees towards you. Grab hold of your hamstrings. Have a little rock. Or rock up to boat pose. Like so. Hands into your yoni mudra. And then tap. Brilliant. Go with your breath. So you might feel this slightly higher up now. Keep going. Let's do 6 more each side. 1, 2, you can do it. 3, I'm regretting 6 now. 4, 5, one more. Brilliant. Roll down. Hands by your sides. Feet up to the sky. Just let your body relax for a minute. Palms flat. So now we scissor, and this you'll feel this much lower down now. So flex your feet, lower one leg, and then they exchange in the sky. Use your breath. Try and keep your shoulders soft. If there's a kind of clunking in your hips, that's fairly common. It's okay as long as it's not hurting you. If it's hurting you, cease and desist, rest. If it feels okay, if there's no pain, it's just a sensation, then that's just a little bit of tension in your hips. Sometimes it goes away after a while. Couple more, stay with me. Let's do 2 more on each side. 1, 2. Legs up. Bend your knees, feet to the floor, width of the mat. Knees dropping together. Rest your hands on your abdomen and just soak up the heat from your hands. So you might be happy to hear that the power part of our power yoga session today is finished, and we're now doing a little bit of lengthening. Walk your feet back towards each other. Extend your left leg, flex the foot, bring your right knee towards your chest and squeeze. Flex your right foot. Take your hand to the outside of your foot, or if you can't reach it, to your hamstring. I'd like you to send the sole of your foot towards the ceiling and then reach your hands to the outside edge of the foot and just draw that in towards your chest. Leave your left hand on your left hip and let your body relax into happy baby. Now just bring the heel back towards your backside again. We'll take a stretch for the back of the knee as well. This is a good one. If you've got a strap or a long sleeved t-shirt handy, you can wrap that around your foot, straighten your leg, and then hold onto the edges of the strap with your leg straight. So it might be that this is where you get the stretch. If you don't have that available, you can hold your hamstrings, or if you've got silly long arms like I do, you can hold your foot. The important thing though, I'll still on the other leg, is to not let your backside come off the floor or the hamstring of your resting leg to come off the floor. So you want to keep this so that the movement's happening from the hips rather than the backside. So keep pressing that right hip down, drawing as much of the right glute onto the mat as you can, and keep the left hamstring low. Now begin to bend that leg and relax the foot. And then wrap your right arm around it. So you might need to lift off for a moment and allow your hip to open like you're opening a really big book up with your arm. Keep your left leg close to the mat, your left foot flexed. And if it feels okay, you might rest your right arm on top of the leg. So you get that nice open sensation at the groin, the inner thigh, at the hip.
come out of this pose, take your right arm underneath your right leg. Inhale, lift it up. Bend your left knee. Flex your right foot. Rest it over the top of your left knee for supine pigeon. Take hold of your hamstring or your shin of your left leg. You can, if you like, use your right elbow, if it's available to you, use your right elbow to gently open the hip, but just gently, don't put too much tension into this, because this is our cool down. Then drop your left foot to the floor, cross your right knee over, double bind if you feel for it, so you wrap the foot twice. Walk your left foot to the right, hands like a sleeping baby, and let your knees fall to the left. Take your gaze to the right. And then let your body soften. Now, if this causes you any discomfort in the low back, it's because this is too intense for your back at this moment. So the way to loosen that or take that tension out is to bring your knees back and unravel and let your knees be separate so that the twist is less dramatic. So if your knees are not together, you won't feel it as intensely. Inhale, bring your knees back up. Unravel your legs. Extend your left leg. Right leg. Squeeze your left shin. And then take your half happy baby pose. So either holding the foot or the hamstring. Aim to get your thigh as close to your chest as you can. So some people like to open the hips with this at the same time and bring the knee down towards the armpit. I find for cool down, it's just a more gentle stretch if I keep my thigh close to my chest. But you do what feels best for you. Then drop your heel down. Straighten your leg. And lift it up. Aim to keep the back of your knee straight. So it's no point having your leg up with the knee bent. It's better off, because this is where you want the stretch right here. So you're better off having the leg at an angle and holding it with your hands. That also, by the way, just give you a nice bit of lengthening in the neck and the tops of your arms. So there's nothing wrong with that. Bend the knee, bring it towards the heel towards your hamstring. Wrap your arm around your knee and open the hip. Rest your arm on top of the knee if that feels good. Let your legs relax, keeping your right foot flexed. Now very gently bring your arm underneath. Inhale, lift the leg up. Bend your right knee, flex your left foot. Your supine pigeon. Just find what feels best. You don't need to go to the deepest pose if that's not doing it for you today. And then ease your right foot to the floor. Double bind if that Feels good? Or just cross your leg over once, or not at all if your lower back is talking to you today. Walk your right foot to the left, arms to the side. Take your gaze to the right and your left and your knees to the right. Inhale, lift your knees up. Unravel your legs. Let them relax into the mat. Bring your arms by your sides and make any adjustments that would feel good to your lower back, to your legs, your arms, whatever, to let you rest in Shavasana. Body soft. Now take some time to feel the energy in your body moving around. Notice any sensations such as your pulse, your breath, perhaps a feeling of a vibration or a tingling. Take 3 big breaths. Nice long in-breath through your nose and release through your mouth. 2 more times in your own time. Then bring your knees back towards your chest, hands to your hamstrings. Have a little rock forwards and backwards. Bring yourself up to sitting. Come to a comfortable seat. Either hands together at your heart or one on top of the other. Drop your chin, eyes closed. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, you can use it as many times as you like. It will be available on my channel, I think from 24 hours or something. And perhaps consider donating, which you can do by going to my website, theyogaatticagley.yolasite.com, and just clicking on the donate button at the top of the page. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you on the mat again very soon.